Hey guys, welcome back to a new tutorial video. In our last video, I shared with you guys how to draft out your custom bra cup patterns, and after drafting, I went ahead to tape it together using my paper tape so I can show you guys how the cup will look like. So today we are going to be using those patterns to cut on our foam. I'll be sharing with you guys how to create your own perfect bra cup. If this sounds like a tutorial you're interested in, keep on watching and let's get started. So guys, to create your perfect bra cup, you're going to be making use of the patterns that we drafted out in the last video. In case you missed that video, I'm going to be leaving the link to that video in the description box so you can go ahead to watch it later. So this is the cup patterns. You're also going to be needing your foam. I have two different type of foam here. So this one is the laminated foam. So it is thicker, it is the best for creating your bra cup, and this other white one is the normal foam that we know. So this is the normal pad that we know. So I will be sharing with you guys how to use the two to create your bra cup. Irrespective of the one you have, you can use any of them. So we are going to start with the laminated foam. So to do that, I'm just going to go ahead and open up the cup patterns. Remember, we taped it together in the last video so I can just show you guys how the cup will look like. Now I'm going to go ahead and remove the paper tape so we can use the pattern pieces to cut on our foam. You see, the reason why I told you guys the last time to tape it with your paper tape, because it will be easier to remove it. Okay, so after you are done removing the paper tape, you're going to place the pieces on your pad. We are going to be cutting it. You're going to first of all fold your pad together into two, because we are going to be cutting the two cups. So fold it together into two, then go ahead and place piece one on it. Then you are going to pin it down. After you are done pinning, you're going to go ahead and pin the other two pieces to it. So just place it on it and pin it down as well. So guys, after you're done pinning it down, you're going to mark it. So I'm not going to be adding any sewing allowance because I'm going to be using zigzag stitch to sew it together. So you can see I'm just tracing around the patterns. I'm not adding any sewing allowance. In the other one, I'm going to show you how to add sewing allowance in case you don't have a zigzag stitch. Okay, so after marking, I'm just going to go ahead now to cut it out. After you are done cutting out the pieces, this is what you will have. Now you're going to transfer all the mark to your foam. So remember, you have to transfer all the marks. So exactly the marks that we have on the pattern paper, transfer the same thing to your foam. So you flip it to the other side, make arrows, make mark, label it piece one. So guys, after you're done doing that, place it aside. You will do the same thing to piece 2 and piece 3. So here you're going to make the arrows, mark here, then label it piece 2, turn it to the other side, make the arrows, make sure that the arrows is going to the same direction. Okay, then label all the parts where you're going to be joining. Okay, so guys, now we are done labeling all the cup, and this is what you're going to have. So it will be easier for us to join it when we are joining. We are not going to be missing the cup together. Okay, now it's time to join. I'm just going to take one of piece 1, I take one of piece 2, and take one of piece 3. This is for one cup. I'm going to take you guys to the sewing machine where I'm going to show you how to join it together. So guys, on the sewing machine, the first one you're going to join is piece 2 and piece 3. So place it together like this. You're going to be using your zigzag stitch. If you don't have a zigzag stitch, don't worry, I'm going to be showing you how to join it using the other pad later. Okay, so just go ahead and join it together. Can you see exactly what I'm doing? If you have a zigzag stitch, this is exactly what you're going to do as well. It's going to come out so clean. Can you see how clean it is, the front and the back? Now you're going to take piece 1, you're going to go ahead and join it. You can see all those marks that we made on it. It makes it so easy to know where you are supposed to join. Okay, so just go ahead and sew it all the way down. After you are done sewing it, this is what you're going to have. Can you see how pretty this cup is looking like? It is so nice. Now you are going to go ahead and join the second one the same way. In case you didn't get it the first time, I will just allow you to watch exactly what I'm doing here. after you are done joining the two cups together, this is what you're going to have it looking like. It came out so perfect. It is so clean, guys. So that is it for the laminated foam. I'm going to place it aside. Now I'm going to bring the pad. We're also going to be creating cup using the normal pad. You can see that the normal pad is very thin. It is not as thick as the laminated foam. So because it is not thick, I'm going to be doubling it. I'm going to fold it together. I'm going to be using my hemming gum to gum it together first before we go ahead to cut the pieces. Okay, so just place your hemming gum inside of it like this. Can you see what I'm doing? So I'm making use of the wide hemming gum. If you have the smaller one, just be patient enough to place it on it, then you fold it together. Go ahead and iron it with your steam iron. You need a steam iron for this because if it's not very hot, it will not gum together. So go ahead and iron it out with your steam iron, just the way you see me doing. So after you are done ironing it together, you can see it is a single piece. Now I have joined it together, I've gummed it together. Now you're going to fold it together into two because we're also going to be cutting the two cup. After folding together into two, you place your piece 1 on it, you pin it down, you also pin down piece 2 and piece 3. Now here where the arrow is facing down, you're going to add 1/2 inch sewing allowance. So just come down by 1/2 inch and you connect just like this. You can see these 2 marks. It signifies that that's where we are going to be joining. So after you are done adding 1/2 inch there, you are just going to trace round the pattern. So this other part, you are not going to add any sewing allowance. So the only part you add sewing allowance is where that arrow is facing down. So after doing it, the same thing here, you can see that mark. So that also signifies that that part we are going to be joining. Here also have the mark. An arrow is facing there. It signifies that we are going to be joining. Then this other side, we are not going to join here. So that's the bottom. You are not going to add sewing allowance. So here also, you can see the mark. You add 1/2 inch. Where the arrow is pointing, you also add 1/2 inch. So this other side does not have any mark. You trace the pattern paper. So that's how you're going to add your sewing allowance to your patterns, because we are going to be joining it. After you're done adding the sewing allowance to it like that, you're going to go ahead and cut it out. So guys, now that we have cut out all the pieces, it's time to join it together. Don't worry, I'm also going to be showing you on the sewing machine how to join it. So first of all, we join piece 2 and piece 3 before we join it to piece 1. So don't forget to also mark the arrows to your pad. So right now I'm going to go ahead and mark all the arrows to the pad. Now we are going to be joining. You're going to go ahead and take one of piece 3. You take one of piece 2. You also take one of piece 1. So this is going to be for 1 cup. You're going to take it to the sewing machine to sew. Okay, don't worry, I'm also going to show you guys how you are supposed to join it. So on the sewing machine, you are going to first of all join piece 2 and piece 3 together. So place it together like this. Place it on your sewing machine. You will be joining it using 1/2 inch. Remember, it's 1/2 inch sewing allowance that we added. So that same 1/2 inch is what you're going to use to join it. So after you are done joining it, guys, this is what you're going to have. You're going to trim out the sewing allowance because we don't need it. So after trimming it out, you have it looking like this. Now you're going to sew it together with piece 1. You're also going to be sewing it using 1/2 inch. So after you're done trimming, guys, you're going to turn it to the front and you have it looking like this. Can you see how nice it came out? You are going to join the second cup the same way. So after I was done joining the 2 cups, now I'm cutting out a stay that I'm going to be using to cover up where I joined it. So I'll bring my tailor's arm. I'm going to place the cup on my tailor's arm just like this. I'll place the piece of hairstay on where I joined it. Okay, so place it on it like that. You're going to cover it up with a cotton fabric and you iron it just the way you see me doing. So after doing that, you also place another piece on this other side where we joined it, and you're going to iron it as well. So guys, after you are done ironing it out like that, you're going to have it looking like this. It came out so good as well. Irrespective of whichever pad you have, it's going to come out so good. Okay, so this is it. This is how to go about creating your cup. The only difference that I notice is that when you sew it using your zigzag stitch, is more pointed. Is more pointed than when you join it. So if you are someone you are wanting it to be very pointed, do well to sew it using your zigzag stitch. Okay, this is how to go about creating your own custom bra cup that is perfect for your body measurement. If you find this tutorial helpful, please do what to like, subscribe and share. I will see you all in our next video. Bye.